Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Drewlik and we are doing, not PvP but an informational video about me regarding the sniper. And yeah, there have been some questions arising around the general theme of, well, I don't know, sniper, he still does some damage, the dots are ticking quite nicely, and I have to say no, they're not, and here's why. So as you can see, everybody has got around 40k HP now. That's just the way new PvP gear works and how your bots sit in war zones. And as you can see, I'm just trying to use my newfound dot spread and cleave abilities into that huge group. Now look at them numbers. They are quite high, aren't they? Very nice, and I would agree that they would be quite insane if this was not 3.0. Because relative to their health, these numbers mean nothing. So as you can see, because everybody has got 40k HP, the numbers should be about 30% higher than they were pre-patch, but they in fact are lower, which means that the dots are utter shit. So, as I usually would crit around, 1200 with a normal dot crit, I now only crit 1000, which is insane because everybody has got 40k HP. Now, you may be asking, well, he didn't use Cull. Well, yes, I know that I'm using Suppressive Fire, but maybe Cull is the issue. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at Cull then. So, have a look at that nice Cull. So it's coming in there, and he nearly dropped about, 30% maybe. Have a look at the instant replay. It's going in slow-mo now. Have a nice look at that. So, 80, 70, 70, 70, and the big crit comes in, and he drops again to about 50%, and that was the execute crit. So the only thing actually dealing damage right there was the actual execute crit, which is very bad, and as you can see, I do not have very much death cooldowns, and I just immediately die. At this point, all I can say is, let's have a look at a nice side-by-side comparison. So it seems like Cull is Bioware's way of saying fuck you into the face of lethality snipers because it doesn't deal any damage. So as you could clearly see right there in the side-by-side comparison, I know that there is going to come in some more gear, and I know that there were enemy healers and they did heal a bit, but quite literally your burst is non-existent. So this spec is terrible. I have no death cooldowns left, so what else is there left for me to do than to play my other spec, like maybe engineer. Like engineer, that sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? Playing engineer because I kind of did that before, and it's very much fun. So what could I have possibly gone wrong with engineer? Well, it's a fucking lot, I can tell you that. And let's have a look right now. So in terms of engineer, we are faced with a unique set of differences. First of all, ambush is missing because it is a marksmanship only ability, and the second thing is engineering, of course, has its EMP discharge changed. Why on earth is it changed? I have absolutely no idea. I can only roll once, I can only shield once, and only every 30 seconds, I can only entrench once, and this is the lot I am into. But, worst of all, the worst crime of it all is, of course, the free condition stun. Yes, you heard right. Free conditions have to apply for the stun to work. So if it previously was possible to just, get that going and put the stun on and the target was immediately stunned, also very nice against stealthers because you could stun them indefinitely and you can do it on 30 meters. It was very nice to do so. Utterly impossible right now. How does it work? You put the dot on, and then you can use your EMP discharge. It now does some kinetic damage and costs energy now, and it only stuns if the effect condition of the plasma probe is active on the target, so only now the stun applies. Now this wouldn't be that big of a problem if EMP discharge was still off global, but it now is on global, so what you have to do is put this thing on, and then you use this, and then you stun it. So you have to wait for that global cooldown to run out to actually get a stun off. Now, how difficult could it be to get that in a real PvP situation? Let's have a look. Nope. 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 That was immune. And yeah, he just walked out of that. No, not nice. Also, nope. Complete immunity, can't even use the ability. Nope. Immune to stuns. Nope. Invis again. Nope. Just gonna get reflected. Yep, just reflected. And yeah, he rose right out of it. Nope. Not happening. And you just walk. Look at that shit! You just can walk out of it! Like, in what world you can actually just walk right out of a stun? It is so... It just boggles my mind, absolutely. Like, I don't know. All I can do is, like, you know, it was bad enough that, you know, if you get like some decent immunity to the ability itself, you do not take detect damage, then you don't get stunned. That's something I can get behind, you know, because you won't get stunned all the time. But you're not only getting immunity to the ability, you can also just walk right out of it, which is like 90% of the time in every battleground, because you have got movement impairing immunity effects all over the fucking place, and you just have them active, and you can never stun anybody. And I'm just kind of rolling back previous gameplay right here, just I have got something to look at. And you know, all of this change, like, to the stun mechanic, I don't know, like, I really have gotten behind this whole idea that the devs or whoever is responsible for this change, they are not PvP players. You can be sure of that. But still, to kind of change around something like that, I just have to ask, like why? Why did you do it? Why? Please tell me. You know, the only thing I can imagine is, like, I don't know, like them saying, well, you know, basically because we wanted to. There's no other logical explanation. It's just so bad for PvP. It's just so incredibly bad. And let me be heard here. I am not one to quickly disregard a class. Like, there are some things that are weaker than other classes, and you sometimes really have to push through them. You know, like, if something is like not meta game or is not very often played, it doesn't mean necessarily that it has to be bad. It can be quite nice, actually. You know, and you sometimes you really just have to push through a bad phase of a character. But the overall changes to all specs of this sniper have just led me to, like, just putting him aside, because, you know, firstly, I can't do damage, and secondly, I don't survive. Like before this patch, you know, there was a survival issue, but it wasn't that big. You know, I still could kind of 3v1 people and stuff like that, because I had quite decent death cooldowns. Not easy to use, but they were decent. And now they're just kind of, you know, I don't know what you would say that respectfully. They just, like, kind of just shat all over my death cooldowns, and then they just removed all of the damage that was fun, removed all the utility that was fun, and then they just called it a day and said, yeah, have that sniper, have it as he is right now. He's absolutely perfect. He's balanced now. Just play him in PvP, and, you know, I'm not going to push through. I just don't want to do this, because of course I could play him. Of course I could get decent damage at the end of the war zone. But am I having fun while doing it? Absolutely not. Am I going to have fun after I push through it? I don't think so, and this is why I'm going to reroll my main class and play something different right now. And this is going to be a PvE char right now, because quite frankly, for PvE, this is quite a nice spec. It's very intricate, which is why it doesn't work for PvP, and it does pull actually some nice amount of damage, especially if you are in a situation where you have more than one target. You absolutely demolish PvE. So, with that being said, yeah, this kind of gameplay, I mean, I've only shown excerpts of it, but it has come to an end, as my life on the sniper has come to an end. As you can see, I have about 1.4 million absolutely meaningless damage, because it did not actually do anything, because, you know, quite frankly, this number at the end of the war zone doesn't mean the same as being able to decently burst. So with that being dealt with, all I'm left to say is, Drewlik, you are now a pirate. Arr! Have fun in your future life on Raiders Cove. I had a lot of fun with you in the past year, and I'm looking forward to some changes, maybe in 3.5, maybe in 4.0. Maybe I'm going to sometime play you again in PvP when you're getting better. But for now, you're PvE now. Have fun. Bye bye. But wait, there is more. Yes, if you're an observant viewer, then you may have guessed it. There is one spec missing, marksmanship. It exists. And yes, I'm not going to play it, even though it is a spec. And yes, it is better. It is actually better than it was before the patch. Ah, who would have known? It's always the marksman that gets buffed. But you know what? I do not suffer the sufficient levels of brain damage I need to continuously play this spec in PvP. Let me say it like this. It is a continuous rotation. It is better than before, yes, but it still is bad. It is terrible, in my eyes. If you want to play it, okay. I'm not saying anything against you, about you, or that you, I don't know, maybe have some levels of brain damage. I don't know, like maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I don't know. The thing is, this spec is absolutely bland. It is completely and utterly impossible for me to play. It is physically impossible for me to play because I get all sorts of diseases while playing it. You know, I'm not going to do it. Yes, it is better. No, I'm not going to play it. Thank you. But wait, there is even more! This is gameplay of my Mercenary, first 3.0 gameplay, right here! It is coming! It is the Mercenary, it is foreseen, the arrival of the one and only class, one to burst them all, and here he is. I really do like it. I'm not showing a full game, but I will be showing a full game in the future. This is just some excerpts from some games where I did well. You know, I am filtering it, you know, I'm not doing well all the time, but I did do well in that particular situation in the particular game. So, you know, look at the numbers, quite nice and quite high. Why is it okay in this situation? Why am I not complaining about the numbers now? Because he did not have these numbers previously, and he can also burst, so no problem to be had there. So starting off here in mid, we do have quite a standard situation going on. Everything is going quite nice and dandy. As I'm getting stunned, just break it, get my nice Koto overload in there. I'm not going to die today, sir. Now they're still trying to burst me right here, but you know, nice self-heal and the heal from my nice healer coming in there, making me survive. So, the state of the Mercenary is quite nice, as you can see. You know, just hard stun after hard stun, nice big 9.2k comes in, finishes off the healer as he should be finished off. Very nice. I do like it. I do like how he works now. You can set up a nice burst type combo very easily. As look at him, he tries to get that tap off, but 5.1 as I'm trying to get interrupted by the Juggernaut, but he was just too slow, and now I'm just continuously interrupting them and just making sure that they do not get their pylon. Again, things I can do because I have very nice cooldowns, nice big shield coming in there, and I am getting my burst onto him, very mobile Char as well, you know, just jumping around, just bursting as he tries to LOS me and tries to get the health relic behind there, but I'm also getting healed, so no problem there. So, kiting a knife, Shadow going into that, he tries to do some stuff, but you know, quite frankly, not gonna happen right there. He's also not getting healed by his healer, which I very much appreciate, as I'm just completely bursting and murdering him while I'm jumping around him like the little fluffy bunny I am, and he just dies over there as the game switches to another one. This is on Crush Up Ball, and I am in a one-on-one versus the Sork as I'm getting healed by another healer as he just decides to bubble, and some guy decides to just jump to me, but you know, kick him through the health relic, very thoughtful of me, just to help him out right there, but he falls down anyway. I don't know, maybe he didn't like me, couldn't stand being on the pipe right there. And this is where the Sork should die. Yes, nice big execute. I mean, it's not an execute, but it functions as an execute. And it kills him. Very nice right there. The next situation is us being here against the Shadow. Also, you do not have to worry I'm not going to do this continuously only with excerpts or something like that. I'm going to upload full games, but just for these demonstration purposes, I'm not going to bother. It's going to be a long video anyway. I'm not going to bother uploading a full game. Just going to show you the best parts of me performing well. Of course, only of me performing well. I'm not going to show you how I'm getting owned, because I'm getting owned quite a lot. But you know, it is the beginning of the add-on, and I just have to kind of suck it up. Nice 4.7k finishes him before he can get to me. And as I am slowed right here, the same Marauder jumps to me, tries to kill me right there, but a nice shield says no. It says no in his face as I'm bursting him right back. Always, as I'm saying, you know, best counter to getting killed is just killing them right back. And this is not my quote, it is from Firefly. No, it's something which people said about Firefly. I don't know. It's not my quote anyway. I'm not taking credit for it. Just a motto which I very much abide by. You know, if they're trying to kill you, just kill them right back. Best thing to do, just counter pressure. So again, this is where I kind of get away, just to kind of show the survivability of the Mercenary, the potential of survivability. And as this I think it is heading towards the end, as I'm having a nice chase versus the Sork here. All I can say is, you know, just check out my new content, which is going to come up shortly, about 3.0, about the Mercenary. It is a very nice stuff going on right here, as I'm just kind of, you know, following him. He has the bubble, because why not? Your fucking Sork bubble all day, I don't even care. Just dance right in front of him as I'm getting pressured from behind. No problem, right there. You think you can get away with that, and it looks very good, but no, you're not going to get away with it. I'm Drewlik, and I'm prepared. I know what's coming, and I know that you're not going to get through with that one. So, again, getting my defensive cooldowns as I'm just completely obliterating and murdering that guy. Nope, nope, you're not getting away with it. And yeah, that's just where the other guy gets once more finished with the help of my team. Would have potentially could have soloed him as well, because medpack was still available. But this is all for now. As always, my name is Drewlik. You've been watching SWToR PvP. Have a good one.